Hey guys, it's Woody the Unexceptional Gamer, and this is another patch update. So, Treyarch pushed out a new patch as I record this yesterday on Thursday the 27th, and this breaks down into three sections. There are new features, which you're looking at now. There are issues addressed, and then there's gameplay tuning, which is probably the most interesting part. So we'll save that for last. New features, new contracts added to the rotation. Always nice to get a little variety there. I will say some of the contracts, I wish that they had more. I wish they understood how that was going to impact the way that the game was played more. Like getting 20 kills while lying prone with Ghost. Come on, Treyarch, knock it off. I love that you have made this the best supported Call of Duty in history. But knock it off with the encouraging bad behavior with the contracts. It's stupid. It bugs me. Pre-patched LAN system link, pre-patched timer for LAN and system link games. This is mostly for competitive gamers. They can check out their connection before the game begins, make sure that everything is okay, and it's a really big deal for guys who play on LANs to make sure that they're not going to be at a disadvantage before the game starts. So that's pretty cool. And then support for the new map pack. I think we're all looking forward to having some new maps on February 1st. Now let's move on. Oh wait, there's something I didn't mention about the map packs. It just occurred to me. On the last Call of Duty that Treyarch put out, World at War, if you didn't have the map pack, you got booted from the lobby when that map pack came up in the rotation. And what Modern Warfare 2 did to avoid that kind of thing was they made it so that there were like playlists for that map pack directly. And I don't know. Infinity Ward has a history of making it so that if you don't have the map pack, you can still play this game. Treyarch has a history of making it so that if you don't have the map pack, you're booted from the lobby, and it's a little bit frustrating. And maybe that's a way to encourage map pack purchases. It's obviously a way to encourage map pack purchases, but I don't know what they're going to do. It'll be interesting to see if they pull that same sort of trick again and kick people from the lobby if they haven't bought the map pack. We'll wait and see. So here's a pretty long list of bug fixes. I'm not going to read it to you. I'm going to render this in a pretty good quality so that you guys can pause it and read it to yourself if you're interested. A couple thoughts on it though. One, this is a lot of bug fixes, and I appreciate that Treyarch is doing it. I extra appreciate it because there's only one of these bug fixes that I've ever noticed, and it's third from the bottom. It was hard to watch films in theater mode if you had more than 3 people. If you guys have ever been on a game battles team, that's the sort of thing you might want to do. Or maybe you're just sharing something interesting, I don't know, or settling an argument. But sometimes, you put your lobby and you watch a film together, and it didn't work very well. So they fixed that crash. Out of all these bugs, that is the only one that has ever bit me. So on one hand, hey, congratulations for coming up with a game that didn't have bugs all over the place, like Infinity Ward did, right? With the care package glitches, the other care package glitch, the javelin glitch, those things. Like when those bugs were fixed, everybody knew about them because they were game ruining. The bugs that we're finding in this game aren't really game ruining, some contract fixes. What was broken about the contract? I don't even know. Something happening about in-game zombie split screen troubles. This game has been pretty good with not being so buggy out of the gate, and I appreciate that they're fixing it. I think it's super cool that the bugs that they're fixing are ones that haven't even bit me. And so anyway, I'll render this in a nice quality so you guys can see it, but here's the list of bug fixes, and I hope that you learned something. Hopefully they fix something that's been bugging you. This is the last thing. These are the gameplay tuning. So while this isn't the biggest list, to me it has the biggest impact on gameplay. So second chance. We've all been in that situation where you put a guy into second chance and then someone else finishes him off. And it feels like he stole your kill. Now I guess he did face a little bit of danger, but you're the guy that put a healthy man into last stand or second chance. You're the guy that deserves the kill. And now that's how it goes. And if your friend finishes him off, he gets an assist, which is no trouble at all for me. To have an assist, what do I care? So I think it's really great. This is a change that's been long overdue in Call of Duty. That business has been frustrating. So super awesome. Hats off to Treyarch. I'm glad that you improved second chance. Adjustments made to the PSG one. I don't know what that is. AK-74U adjustments. So they don't tell you it's specifically what they made here, but I have been following Dave Vandahar. He's the lead developer for Treyarch on Twitter. And one of the things he was talking about for the AK-74U was increasing the recoil, what they call the view kick, when the rapid fire is attached. So I don't know if that's the only change they made. I've seen other players on Twitter say it seemed like the AK-74U had more recoil in general. It'd be neat to get some comments going in there and see if guys have really discovered what the change to the AK-74U is. But it's been slightly nerfed. They made an effort to make the AK-74U worse than it was before. And I personally felt like while it was clearly the best machine gun, it was only just on par with all the assault rifles, which tend to be the best guns in the game. So we'll see how much this nerfing affects it. But I'm glad that they're doing gameplay tuning. I personally would have buffed the other submachine guns so they could go head-to-head with assault rifles more appropriately. But whatever. They've nerfed the AK-74U a little bit. We'll see how that goes. RCXD adjustments. It's not very specific what they did here, but again, I've been following David Vonderhaar on Twitter and on the forums, and they were talking about making it go slower. So that's a nice thing. I personally don't even run this RC car. I mean, I've tried it, and I've run it a couple times, but I'm mostly a UAV guy. I have it all the time equipped. Silent sniper rifle adjustment. So again, it's not specific here, but what I've read on Twitter is that they want to make it so that if your sniper rifle is silenced, a headshot is still a one-shot kill. So I think with this going forward, any headshot, silenced or not, you're going to get a one-shot kill, and that's nice because it's hard enough to hit a guy with the sniper rifle, and they probably deserve a one-shot kill if they actually manage to put the bullet in your head. And remove friendly hit markers when shooting friendly equipment. So shooting friendly equipment is one thing. I hope that they also fixed the stuns, right? So oftentimes I'll do a stun test. I'll throw something around the corner, and if I hit a friendly claymore or a friendly motion sensor, then it can trick me. So I'm hoping that not only did they fix it for like bullets, but they fixed it for those stun nade tests that I'll do before I run around a corner. And so they put some gameplay tuning in here. I think that this patch is great. I think that they're fixing bugs before they bit me. They're doing gameplay tuning. I think most of it is in the right direction. And again, Treyarch, they've made this the best supported Call of Duty ever, which is kind of refreshing because I think the last one might have been the worst supported Call of Duty ever. And really cool. So Treyarch put out a new patch. Thought I'd tell you guys about it. Have a nice day.